guys, it's Gretchen and welcome back to my channel. Alright, for today's video, I am very excited because I haven't done one of these in about 2 months or so. And that is a good old get ready with me. This is the look that we did during the video. So if you'd like to see me do this look, not necessarily talk about the products, but just kind of like talk with you guys, have a good old chat. You want to play this video while you do chores or while you're working on something. That's cool. That's cool. It's usually when I listen to videos a lot is when I'm doing things around the house or if I'm busy working on something else. That's when I'll pull up a YouTube video or so. If you are interested to just chill with me as I do my makeup, you can do your own makeup at the same time, or you can just sit and chat with me, then keep watching. All right, so I've gone on ahead and primed my face, primed my eyelids, and done my eyebrows. Like I say in every makeup video I do, I don't actually dye my eyebrows. I put them on with a brush, specifically this little tiny brush. It's supposed to be like an eyeliner brush or something like that. But the color that I use when I do my eyebrows, it's just eyeshadow. I take this little brush, I dip it into an eyeshadow color that I found that pretty much matches my hair, and I just put it into my eyebrows. That's it. It's not dyed or anything. If you look at this palette, I think you can figure out which color it is that I use. It's this one over here that I hit pan on a while ago, and I'm going to be devastated when I'm out of that color and then have to find a new one. But for today's look, I'm just gonna go actually into this palette and do kind of like a yellow look, because yellow eyeshadow is probably my favorite to play with. I don't know why. Probably because yellow is up there in my favorite colors. So if you've never watched one of my Get Ready With Me videos before, I don't usually go over the products. Like I don't list them off. I'll show you them while I'm talking, but I don't usually like focus too much on the makeup, more just on the process and talking with you all. Like I did say, it's gonna be our yellow look based on this. So how is everyone doing? It's been 2 months since my last Get Ready With Me video, which for me, you know, that's not terrible. The longest time I didn't do them, but I enjoy them a lot. I'm also using this as an excuse because I have quite a bit to tell you all, especially if you don't follow me on my socials or don't watch me on Twitch, which you really should because I'm pretty entertaining, I feel like. Let's see, what should we start with? I think we should start with the fact that I am leaving my day job. We'll start there, how about that? Yes, so I haven't really announced it anywhere other than Twitch. Actually, I think Twitch is the only place that I truly announced that I was leaving my job, that I put in my 2 weeks notice. Nothing really like major that led to that decision, other than the fact that an opportunity presented itself for me to do something, which will be a second major thing that I'll discuss more in a minute. But an opportunity presented itself, and I was like, if I don't take this now, when will I have this opportunity to do so again? And I was like, I need to jump on it. Well, I can. So that's what I did. I put in my 2 weeks notice. My last day at my job is August 13th, which when I tell everyone that that's my last day, they're like, that's so on brand for you because it's Friday the 13th. I didn't actually plan that. That's just a weird coincidence. So, hey, you know, I'll take it. Pretty soon, I will not be working my day job. And in fact, because of this next kind of important detail of me leaving my day job, you know, I'll get to focus more on content creation, which I'm super excited for. Very excited about that, actually. I mean, just long story short, leaving my day job. I've been in this job since October 2018, which, you know, it's a decent amount of time that I've been in something. The opportunity presented itself for me to try something new, especially something I've wanted to do since I was like 15 years old. So I was like, hey, I want to do it. My last day is August 13th. So then the part to kind of go along with that is, you know, why am I leaving my job? And it's because I have the opportunity to go back to school, to take classes, and get a degree in graphic design, which, as I kind of touched on, is something I've wanted to do since I was about 15 years old. And so now that the opportunity has presented itself, I'm like, I can't pass this up. I want to do it. My classes start, it's like the week of the 23rd. And so I'll start taking 2 classes this upcoming semester because I completely forgot that I took some art classes when I was in undergrad, you know, many years ago. It wasn't that many years ago, but I took some art classes then and they actually transferred. You know, because it's community college, they usually make you do like studies courses, like a very generic like English course, very generic like college study skills course. Well, I already have 2 master's degrees and I also have my undergrad in English. So like I automatically tested out of those things because it's like, oh, you kind of know what you're doing. You don't need these. I'm like, great, perfect. Works for me. So for this first semester, mostly to kind of like ease back into things because it's been a few years now since I've taken classes. Because the last time I took classes was when I had started that PhD program that I had been in and then decided to kind of stop because I feel like with the PhD, if you are not like 110% behind it, it may not be for you because you spend a long time on a PhD. Master's degree is like 18 months to 2 years. Not that big of a deal, but that's why I stopped the PhD program and, you know, didn't talk too much about that because I had full on stopped it. Which now that I think about that PhD program, that would have been great for what happened last year in regards to education and the world. If you weren't here for when I started the PhD program, it was instructional design and technology, which basically, fancy way of saying, design and online classes, which with everything that happened last year would have been really great to have. But again, I was like, all right, I am not like 110% behind this. I don't want to spend 6 years of my life doing this because of that. So I stopped the PhD program, which at the end of the day, I'm glad I did because I didn't want to spend too much of my time and effort in that if I wasn't like feeling it. So yeah, that's where I'm currently at. A little nerve-wracking to think about, you know, going back to school, leaving my job to go back to school, but I'm excited. So yeah, those are the major life events that have happened within the past 2 months since my last kind of like little sit down, get ready with me video. Leaving my job, going back to school full time. What have y'all been up to? Have y'all been up to anything drastic? Maybe not quite so drastic? Leave some things you've been up to in the comment. I wanna know. Tell me. Tell me, tell me, tell me. I should also say this. Me leaving this job was hard. For those that don't know, I have a master's degree in higher education administration. I've been working in residence life for the past almost 3 years, which I absolutely loved. But again, when the opportunity presents itself, you just kind of have to take it. And this is also not me saying that I'll never work in higher education again, but for the moment, the main reason why I can't do both the job and the school at the same time is because the school, you know, based on where I currently live, is about an hour, 20 minutes away from me. Some of these classes are offered entirely online, which is great, but not all of them are offered entirely online, which means that I will have to, at some point, drive up to the campus and actually physically be there for my classes. So like, can't really like just jet off in the middle of the workday to go to these classes. So that was the main reason why I couldn't do the classes and the job at the same time. Okay, sorry. Had to do my eyelashes off camera because they're a pain in the butt. So those are the two major bits of news that I have going on in my life recently. Then I have one other pretty cool thing that has more so to do with like the channel and everything like that. Though I guess me leaving my job and being able to focus more time on content creation has a lot to do with the channel. The channel crossed a pretty major milestone recently, and that is we crossed 25,000 subscribers, which when I look back to when I first started the channel, I had no idea what I wanted the channel to like be about. Like, you know how some channels just have like a thing? When I first started, I had zero idea what I wanted the channel to be about. If you have been here since the beginning and have seen my old videos, if you haven't seen my old videos, you should go back and watch it, it's a trip. You know, I first started the channel as kind of like a little document of my weight loss journey. If you're new here, I had weight loss surgery, but I didn't really know, like, I hit my goal size and all that. I'm like, well, now what? I didn't want it to primarily be just the weight loss journey. I wanted it to be a little bit more than that. And then that's when I, you know, got into piercings and tattoos. So recently, the channel crossed 25,000 subscribers, which holy moly is amazing. First of all, let me just say thank you to everyone who has subscribed. If you haven't yet and you're watching this video, please consider doing so. It's kind of a bummer to look at analytics sometimes and you see that 70% of the people who watch your videos are not subscribed. And it's just kind of like, what do I gotta do to get you to subscribe? Like, it costs nothing, but to those of you who have subscribed, it means the absolute world. So what I'm getting at is I wanted to do something in honor of reaching such a milestone, because I don't know about y'all, but 25,000 is a lot. So I wanted to do something special, and I'm really excited about that something special. And if you don't follow me on Instagram. You're not gonna know what this announcement is, but I'm using this video as kind of like the official YouTube announcement, even though I made a post on the community tab, but I know not everyone sees the community tab on YouTube. I rarely ever see anyone's community like posts of people that I'm subscribed to, so I know not everyone sees it, but to celebrate 25,000 subscribers on this channel, dun dun dun, merch! We have merch! This wonderful design by Pushing Up Roses, I think is phenomenal. If you are interested in picking up some merch yourself, you can head on over to Teespring. There actually should be like a poster or something that shows up underneath this video, maybe. Potentially. That will show you some of the products that are in the shop. You can click on that and it'll just take you there. So that's pretty cool, I feel like. I'm very excited about it. I got this hoodie just so I could see what the merch would look like. You know, I didn't want to put out merch and then all of a sudden it looks like crud on things, so I wanted to get like a little test thing first before I made an announcement. So then once I got this, saw how amazing it looks on something, then I made the announcement over on Instagram, and now I'm making it in video format. So yeah, that is where we're at. Got 3 big announcements in one video. Leaving my job, going back to school, merch. Got a lot happening, y'all, in just 2 months time. Because literally none of this was like happening the last time I sat down and talked with y'all. But seriously, tell me some things you've been up to. Has anyone done any vacations this summer? I personally have not. I have stayed put. Not for lack of trying. Every single time I try and go like visit my boyfriend, either Mother Nature or the airlines have another plan for me. Not usually one I like. So I guess while we're on the topic, me being able to focus a little bit more on what I put out on the channel. I know piercing videos are obviously what most people come to my channel for. You know, that's how most people find me. It's very rare that I hear someone say they found me another way. I will say it makes me excited when they do, but for the most part, people find me through piercing videos. As I always say, I'm not stopping those types of videos, but are there other types of videos you all would like to see from me? I always ask this when I do like get ready with me's or whatever. What types of videos would you like to see from me? Are there specific types of videos? And like when I ask for video topics or whatever, I want specifics. I don't want people to be like, piercing videos. It's like, yeah, I got that. I know that's what you want. But my thing is like, what specifically? So if you have any like specific video you like to see, let me know. Leave them in the comments below. Leave all the things in the comments below. And like I also mentioned, I do stream on Twitch several days a week, and now that I will be able to focus more on content creation, I will be streaming over there more often and for longer periods of time. So if you haven't checked out my Twitch yet, I recommend it. Again, it's very different than what I do over here on YouTube, in that it's mostly me playing video games and screaming a lot. I think I mentioned in the last Get Ready With Me that I play Dead by Daylight, which is a horror game, which is not usually up my alley because horror and I do not get along, which is funny because I love Halloween so much. Very different content over on Twitch. The link is in the description. Basically, you just go on Twitch and search Go Gretchen, and I'm the only Go Gretchen over there. Oh, I really need to go makeup shopping. I think I mentioned last time that it's been forever since I set foot in a Sephora. I've gone in Ulta just because I feel like there's like more that you can get at Ulta. Also, I have an Ulta less than 10 minutes from me, but the Sephora is like almost 30 from me. I'm running out on some of these products that I really need, but I just haven't wanted to go anywhere. Is anyone else like that? Like, I really feel like I just lost a lot of passion for things that I was interested in prior to the world imploding. Because I think about how much I really loved certain things like makeup. Loved it so much, and now I'm just like, it's a chore. Like, it is a chore to do my makeup. Like, this is a lot. I don't know how I did my makeup every single morning before work. I don't know how I did it or why. Like, I enjoy doing Get Ready With Me videos. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't do them if I didn't like them. But I also, because I'm not like a beauty YouTuber, and this isn't like my main thing, it's a lot for me to get everything in this one room, because this is my filming room. Where I get ready usually is one room over in my bedroom. When I say I'm gonna do a makeup video, I'm like, oh boy, get ready. It's a lot. I also feel like I almost do too much makeup sometimes, and I'm just sitting there going like, how do people do this in like 20 minutes? I just can't. Like, I must say, there are some times where I'm like, you know, I'm glad I don't go through the same things, like the same processes and stuff that I did prior to like everything happening. But then there are other times where I'm like, I miss the Gretchen that would wake up early before work to do her makeup. But now I just do makeup before I like film a video or before I stream. I don't know. I am really glad though, because now I'm like more confident when I go out in public without makeup on, which is also kind of nice. I'm also saving a whole lot more money by not wearing so much makeup. It takes me forever to go through anything. But anyway, this is the final look that I got ready with. A little harsh here, a little harsh. We blend it out. Blend in, who is she? But yeah, so if you want to get your own Go Gretchen merch, you can find the link in the description. There should also be like a little thing underneath the video that'll like directly take you to there. Sorry, I'm not like usual beauty YouTubers that show you like all the products that I'm using. I just would rather talk with you all. If you're interested about any of the products, just ask it in the comments and I'll tell you which one it was. And that is the final look. Just went with kind of like a yellow muted look. I love yellow eyeshadows. They are seriously my favorite color to play with when it comes to eyeshadows. And as I already said, thank you all so much for the support on this channel over the years, ever since I started. There have been some changes through this channel over the past few years, but hitting the milestone of 25,000 subscribers is amazing. So if you would like to get your own Go Gretchen merch, you can find that link in the description below. Special thank you to my patrons. You can help support the channel on Patreon while having access to videos early, view on patron-only content, and more. But that is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a big ol' thumbs up. Go on down there and hit that subscribe button, wherever it may be, because I don't know. Even though I do, this is just my shtick now. Also hit that notification bell in case you want to know when I upload, and in case YouTube wants to let you know when I upload, because I would really appreciate it. And until next time, bye guys!